Yo, what's up guys? My name's Cory Bergeron, you're watching Cory Bergeron Recordings. I'm in somewhere in Montreal because my band's gonna be playing that venue over there later tonight. So as some of you guys might know, my band Locket is on tour right now with Belmont, Bearings, and Romancer. It's a great lineup. It's our first tour as Locket, and we actually played our first show yesterday in Ottawa. Now I filmed a bunch of stuff from that day, except I only realized this morning when I was looking through the footage that there's no audio in any of it. So I am gonna do my best to narrate from memory what I filmed, and let's see if we can tie this whole thing together. Let's jump into yesterday. To give some context, my band Locket, formerly known as Safe to Say, played our last show in 2017 on June 10th. That means that it's been 2 years since I've played a show with my band. Definitely a big deal as a band and personally. Yesterday started with us waking up. We had a team breakfast like we always do. We crashed at my place in Ottawa, and then our friend Brent McSwiggan showed up, and he brought his van, and that's the van I'm currently in, and that's the van we're using to tour. We got all of our merchandise out of the house into the van, and then we made our way to the studio. At Pebble Studios, that's where we were jamming earlier that week, and on game day we decided to jam as well, just to make sure that we felt confident in the set. It's just good to get a good practice jam in before playing to make sure that everything is good to go. After that, we loaded all of our gear into the van, and then made our way to Long McQuaid, which is basically the Canadian Guitar Center, just to drop off some of the rentals that we rented earlier that week to jam with. And interestingly enough, we actually ran into the Bearings guys there. They were just picking up some last minute things as well. Yeah, it's pretty funny running into them. From there, we made our way downtown to the market because we were playing at the 27 Club, which is a great little alternative venue in Ottawa. We arrived there early for probably the first time in the band's history, which was great because it gave us time to get food. And since Ottawa is the city I live in, and none of my bandmates live there, I decided that we were gonna go to, I think it's called Three Brothers Shawarma. It's on Rideau Street, and we got some shawarma because Ottawa has the best shawarma in the game. We walked back to the venue, and all the bands had arrived. So we met all the bands, or all the band members that we didn't know, and we started loading everything in. Once everything was loaded in, we set up our merch table. If you have any experience playing shows or touring, you know that there's a lot of downtime. Eventually the doors opened up, people came in, Romancer started playing their set, and they did a great job as they always do. And during their set, near the back half, I went to the green room and I started stretching and kind of warming up, doing everything. And that's when it really kicked in that I was nervous. Playing a show after 2 years of not playing a show was a big deal for a lot of reasons. Playing some new songs and also playing in my hometown, so having a lot of friends there, a lot of family there. Yeah, I was nervous. I felt the pressure, and this is how it went. Everything went pretty well. We felt pretty confident in our set. There's definitely some little areas that we can touch up and we'll continue to do, but for a first show back, I'm really pleased with how things turned out. Great audience, great bands to be playing with, and very happy. Seriously, I don't know what else to say. I felt good. Okay, so then the night continued. Belmont played, the crowd went off, and then Bearings played their hometown, and the crowd went off as well. Great show. And to top it all off, the promoter Sean set up a stream to the NBA Finals with the Raptors and Warriors playing. And obviously, being Canadian, that means you got to root for the Raptors. And yeah, we got to experience the Raptors winning the NBA championship, or the NBA title, with all the bands and some of the fans that stuck around. Little side note, during that celebration, I accidentally bumped into a guy, and then he threatened to punch me in the face, and then the security guard had to throw him out, and it was a little scary there for a moment. So after all that went down, we went home, got some pizzas to celebrate, and then went to bed. And that was our first show back. And yeah, no, it feels great. I am so stoked to be on this tour and to be playing again. It feels good, it feels right. I'm very fortunate to be doing what it is that I do, and I'm excited to continue sharing it with anybody that's willing to watch. With that being said, I am slowly learning how I want to document these things and trying to make them as good as they can be, and learning, or trying to remember to pick up the camera and hit the record button. So if there's anything that you want to see specifically, or want me to talk about, I'm an open book. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will gladly share anything and everything. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up, because my band's going to get really mad at me if I don't start loading in. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, comment, all those things. Subscribe is what I meant to say. And I will see you in the next video.